I would love professionals to treat us with respect when our kids are in care.
Just to be treated as parents, not a number on a piece of paper.
Even when my kids weren't with me, they were always in my thoughts.
How much does peer support mean to you?
Peer support is everything to me. I've been attending a little group. We've all shared our story. There's been no judgment from each other. It's been brilliant in our journey, in our recovery, to talk to people. Just knowing that you're not the only person that's been through hard times. Tell me about a time when professionals treated you with respect as a parent.
There was a support worker. She was absolutely brilliant. If there was something that was wrong, she wouldn't judge. She'd just help you and fix it. And she just treated me like a mum that I was. It made me feel valued. I could speak to her about difficult things, and she's just seen me as me.
My mum explained to me that her worker was so much better because she'd built the trust with her. The worker would do normal things with, like take her a coffee, walk in the park. Working to build that trust, and it built up her self-esteem, made that big difference.
Can you tell me about a time when you haven't been respected as a parent?
We had our daughter who was in foster care. We found out that I was pregnant, and we made the decision to have a termination. Due to the termination, I missed a few contacts, and we had a social worker meeting. The foster carers for my daughter were there, and the senior social worker brought up my termination in front of the foster carers, and there was no sort of compassion from them with regards to how that would make me feel. This was the first time meeting the foster carers, so it made it awkward from that point on.
I feel like social work just came in and disturbed my life. They promised not to take my children, and then they took my children and left me to tell my kids that they were going into foster care. There was no help or anything, and I just don't feel like they respected me as a parent.
How important is support in those initial few months after a baby is born?
One of the mums explained to us that with her third child, she found it really good when they arranged visits rather than just turning up. It helped her mental health because she could go out, where with her previous children, she was just deemed as bad because she wasn't in when services arrived at her house.
When a new social worker was introduced to us, and she had sat right next to my partner on the sofa. As soon as she sat down, she turned her back to him and she started speaking to me. How does your partner feel about this? So straight away he felt like he wasn't there, he wasn't valued as a parent. It made the relationship between the social worker and him very difficult.
I spoke to her grandparent and she told me how the school always told her about the bad stuff that the wee boy was getting up to in school. None of the good points, and when she brought it to their attention, they started noticing that there was a lot of good points, and now it's made their relationship with the school a lot better.
Why is family group decision making so important?
I've got 2 other children who don't live with me. The family group decision making, if it was offered, it would have made such a big difference to me and the kingship carer. Actually being able to talk in a safe environment would be brilliant.
We know what our kids need. I would like professionals to just include us in all the decisions that they're making about the kids. What does the right to family life mean to you, your family?
Just having the right to privacy, just being able to walk down the street and not have people judge you because the social worker's turned up with a tag saying who they are. Offer the family the support. If there's difficulties at home, is there somewhere that these siblings can see each other? And just because they're not living all together, they're still siblings. Whether it be half siblings, 4 siblings, it doesn't matter. They want to go out and ride their bikes and stuff, and they should be allowed to do that. as long as it's safe for them to do so.
It's a really difficult time when a child's reintroduced back into the home. When my autistic child came home, he came home to 2 noisy brothers and sisters. There was a new baby in the mix as well, and he didn't cope very well with that, and the support disappeared straight away. I think slowly introducing them back to the home, having trial visits and having it supported would make a lot of difference.
Just be compassionate when you're dealing with us. If you have to have a hard conversation with us, do it with kindness.
It would help us for professionals to see us as parents.
It's what's best for the child.